This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and we are here with Aurora, who is the owner of Salsas here in Denver. And basically 21 years now, you have stand the test of time, and it sounds like the people love you all over Denver. You've become a staple here in the food community. Tell me, Aurora, when you first started the restaurant, what did you have in mind for a restaurant?
I had in mind to have a family Mexican restaurant, but when I say Mexican, it means authentic Mexican restaurant. We cook our own beans, do our own chili, do our own tamales, our own chips. Everything's freshly made, homemade, nothing canned, nothing bought for somebody else. What it is, traditional Mexican food.
So not only a Mexican restaurant in name only, but we're talking authentic. We're talking all the way from the kitchen all the way to the front, hospitality, the food, everything that Mexican people have come to know and love when it comes to getting together and having a great meal.
That's right, yeah. 20 years, been in the same location, the same place, seeing my customers, my younger customers, and now a new group of my customers' kids to come in, and my old customers to come in with grandkids, like my grandkids are being raised here. It's a tradition. It's wonderful to serve the community this way.
Got to be somewhat heartwarming also to you, knowing that your food has stand the test of time, and the menu that you've put together. The biggest thing I see out there on the online comments is basically you guys have a killer menu. You've got a menu that has a little bit of everything. Yes. I mean, obviously you guys are known for your green chili. You're known for your carnitas, but everybody who comes here says there's so many things to get off of the menu, it's kind of hard for them to decide. Tell me about your green chili recipe. How long ago did that start, and where did that come from?
Well, it comes from New Mexico. This is a New Mexico recipe. It's not my recipe. It's from other places that I worked when I was younger as a waitress growing up, trying to raise a family. And it's the best green chili. I'm not going to take credit for it because it's not mine, but it's great. I mean, we have 3 different peppers in one green chili that is made with pork and garlic and onion and all the good stuff that we put in there. And it takes 8 hours to be done. My hometown in Mexico is the state of Michoacan, which is down south in the Republic of Mexico. And some of my dishes, like carnitas estilo Michoacan, that's where I'm from. I'm proud of that. And we have the carne adobada, we have seafood. Not a lot of people know about my seafood, but with this menu, this new menu that we came up with, we have like 30 different dishes with seafood.
Wow, fantastic. And I'm looking at the appetizers, I'm looking at the main meals here. The carnitas, why do you think the people love those so much?
I don't know if it's the way we prepare the carnitas. It's tender pork butt, because that's what it is the pork, the leg meat of the pork. And nobody knows how to make carnitas. They think, well, I can get the recipe from, but it's the way it's prepared. And that's what it makes them so soft, so unique, and it has to be the time and the love that you put when you're cooking. I think that's the success for any restaurant.
That's got to be the chemistry. I mean, yes. You've got, like you say, your goal was to become very authentic, to be an actual Mexican restaurant, because as you know, we've got knockoffs all over the place. We've got franchises all over the place doing Mexican food. But honestly, as you know and I know, it's the chemistry that happens in that back kitchen. Something happens, and sometimes we can't even explain it, but it sure tastes a lot different. And anybody who goes around Denver, they basically know when they find a place, they stick with it. And basically online, they've got a lot of comments out there. You've got people who lived in the area here, were looking for a great Mexican food. They found you. Then they relocated as far as Lafayette, so 30 miles up the road, and they say they still come back and make that drive over to you. And so obviously, you know, they have that chemistry as well when they eat this great food. Tell me, as far as your appetizers go, you've got, I know you have regular appetizers, then you have a whole half page of seafood appetizers. I mean, if you had to pick one of your favorite seafood appetizers, what would that be?
It will be the platter that botana marinera, which is a seafood platter, because we have like 10 different seafood in one plate, and it's oysters, we have stuffed shrimp, we have butterfly shrimp, we have breaded, we call it chicharrones de pescado, which is fish breaded and fried. And we have ceviche, we have camarones a la diabla, we have everything, all the dishes that we have in our menu, we have it in one platter, and that's an appetizer. And it's a really big appetizer.
I was going to say, I mean, the appetizer definitely looks like a meal for at least 2-3 people. But then we move on to house specialties. I mean, like we talked a little bit already, the carnitas. Tell me another one that if somebody came in here and they, let's say they have a pretty robust appetite, they want to get filled up, what would you recommend off those house specialties?
Those, besides the carnitas, we have the carne adobada, which is another great pork plate. That it's a pork loin and it's marinated in spices in a red sauce, and it's not hot. It's just the color. It gives a really pretty color in the plate, and it's grilled. And when we put that meat in the grill, everybody turns around and see where the plate's gonna go because it smells so good. And it's not only the smell, it's the way it tastes. It's really good, and we have good portions, enough to fill whoever comes. And one other thing they do a lot here is, let me get a box to go. Can I get a box to go? Because there's a lot of food on the plate for.
Well, fantastic for everybody. I mean,
yes.
you even have combination plates where you can mix it up a little bit, get a little bit of each, and that type of thing, which is great. Now, once we got the meal down, and maybe before the meal or after the meal, let's talk a little bit about the drinks. We've got a bar behind us here, and so I know people love mixing their margaritas, and tell me a little bit about that.
We have different kinds of margaritas. We have the domestic margaritas, we have Cadillac margaritas, blue margaritas, daiquiris. We have beer, we have micheladas, which is like after one of those last night drinks and that, you come down here and you get a michelada and a bowl of menudo, and that's gonna cure you. I guarantee you that. We also have wine, we have tequilas, we have 50 different kinds of tequilas. Mixed drinks, we have mojitos. That's a new addition that I'm making more sweet drinks for people that don't like really strong or beer. They have a choice of sweet drinks.
And as a matter of fact, on let's say a Bronco Sunday, can they watch the game, and does tequila and touchdowns go together?
We're actually doing every touchdown or every time our team makes a point or something, we get them a free shot or a free glass of beer, depending on how many points they're scoring in our favor, of course. This month, it's our 21st anniversary here in the same location. We've been serving the Whitridge community and Denver from side to side for 21 years. So Friday, the 17th, we're going to have mariachi band. We're going to have a party, because it's going to be a party. We're going to have a lot of gifts. We're celebrating 21 years. It's big. It's like we're grown-ups already.
Yes, absolutely, for sure. Well, folks, you heard it right there. It looks like it's definitely the place to come down and check online as well. You can check out some of the topics and some of the comments people have made. You're going to find out people travel from far and wide to come right down here on the corner of the, Wadsworth?
44th and Wadsworth.
44th and Wadsworth to find Salsas, which has stood the test of time over 21 years. They are celebrating this year. And you may have known them by another name before. Check them out. The food's still the same. The quality's still the same. The love's still the same in that back kitchen. And they're going to feed you well, and they're going to leave you asking for a to-go box when it's all said and done.
Yes.
So, folks, this is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.